So you're thinking about financing a commercial vehicle here in Canada, right? It can feel, well, kind of complicated, but it really doesn't have to be. We're going to break down the whole thing step by step to get those keys in your hand faster. Let's get right into it.
And this is where it all begins, isn't it? I mean, whether you're just starting out as an owner-operator or you're ready to grow your fleet, that new vehicle, that's the engine that's going to drive your business forward.
But, getting those keys usually means getting through the financing part first. And for so many entrepreneurs, that whole process can feel like a huge roadblock, just standing right in the way of your growth.
And that's exactly what we're here to do. We're going to clear that path for you. We'll cut right through the confusing stuff and give you a simple, step-by-step map to follow so you can handle this whole journey feeling totally confident.
All right, first things first. Let's tackle the biggest question on everyone's mind. What are lenders really looking for when they get your application?
Think of it like this. When a lender looks at your file, they're basically trying to put together a puzzle. They're looking at all these different pieces, your personal credit, your business revenue, how long you've been in business, to build a full picture of your financial health. It's all about them figuring out the level of risk.
And one of the biggest pieces of that puzzle? Your personal credit score. Now, every lender is a little different, but you'll find that a score of 600 or more is kind of the magic number they're looking for as a starting point. Anything above that, well, that's going to open the door to much better terms.
But hey, it's not just about your personal credit. Lenders are really looking for stability, proof that your business is solid. If you can show them you've been up and running, bringing in steady cash flow for at least 2 or 3 years, that tells them you've got a real, viable operation that can actually handle a loan payment.
Okay, so let's say you're feeling good about your eligibility. Now you've got a choice to make. You have to pick your financing path. Let's break down the different roads you can take.
Basically, you've got 3 main options here, and each one has its own set of pros and cons. With an equipment finance loan, the truck is yours right from the get-go. With a lease, your monthly payments are going to be lower. But remember, you won't actually own it. Then there's the working capital loan, which is interesting. It gives you cash for the truck plus other business costs, but you'll likely have a shorter time to pay it back.
So no matter which option you go with, what's the timeline look like? How long are we talking? Well, while some loans can stretch out to 7 years, that's 84 months, the sweet spot where most of these agreements land is right in that 2 to 6 year range.
All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. We're going to tackle the part that, let's be honest, can feel the most intimidating for a lot of people. Getting all that paperwork together.
But the good news is, we can make this super simple. The whole journey really just breaks down into these 5 easy-to-manage steps. It starts with researching lenders and ends with you getting the cash to buy your vehicle.
And to make that second step, gathering documents, even easier, here's your checklist. This is pretty much everything you'll need. You've got tax returns and financial statements to show you're making money, a business plan to show your vision, and of course, the bill of sale for the truck itself. Pro tip, having all this stuff ready before you even start applying, it'll make the whole process go so much faster. Trust me.
Okay, you know the process. You've got your checklist. Now let's get into some real insider tips. We talked to a commercial vehicle broker, and they spilled some secrets that can give you a serious advantage.
First up, and listen, this is a huge one. Don't just automatically go to your regular bank. Why? Because they might not get the trucking industry. There are specialized lenders out there who live and breathe commercial transport. They get the risks, they get how the money flows, and that understanding can be the difference between getting a yes and a no.
Okay, let's bust a common myth right now. A lot of people think you can only get financing for a brand new truck from a dealership. Nope, that's just not true. You can absolutely get a loan for a used truck, even when you're buying from a private seller.
And hey, don't get discouraged thinking this is going to be some long, drawn-out nightmare. It doesn't have to be. Remember that document checklist we talked about? If you have all that stuff organized and ready to go, some of these specialized lenders can get you an approval in as little as 48 hours. Seriously.
And last but not least, please, don't let a less-than-perfect credit score stop you from trying. Yeah, a score over 600 is great, but it's not always a deal breaker. A really strong set of financial docs, I'm talking a solid business plan, clean bank statements, that can make a huge difference and sometimes even outweigh a weaker credit score. It all comes back to being prepared.
Okay, before we finish up, there's one more tool I want to put in your toolbox. It's a specific government program that honestly, every small business owner in Canada should know about.
It's called the Canada Small Business Financing Program, or CSBFP for short. Now, just to be clear, The government isn't handing you cash directly. Think of it more like a partnership program that's designed to make it easier for you to get that loan from your bank or credit union.
So how does it work? It's pretty simple, actually. The government basically co-signs on the loan, guaranteeing a chunk of it. For the bank, this massively reduces their risk, which makes them way more likely to say yes to small businesses like yours.
Now, there are a few key things to know about it. For equipment like a truck, you can get a loan term for up to 10 years, which is great. Your lender still does all their usual credit checks, and there is a small 2% registration fee, but the cool part is you can often just roll that right into the loan.
So why does this matter so much? Here's the key takeaway. When you're talking to a lender, you need to ask them directly. Does my business qualify for the Canada Small Business Financing Program? Seriously, it could be the one thing that pushes a maybe into a yes.
Because when it comes right down to it, this isn't just about financing a truck, is it? It's not about the paperwork or the interest rates. It's about getting that key piece of equipment that's going to help you build something bigger. So the real question is, what will your new vehicle help you build?